Hello friends, welcome back. I'm Beth, here to help you fulfill your potential in meditation. As most of you know, I don't have just one method that I teach to everybody, like one size fits all. Instead, I much prefer to teach people one-on-one. And the reason is that you're all different. So please use these videos as a guideline, and if there's anything that isn't quite working for you or anything that doesn't quite fit, then be in touch and I'll be more than happy to discuss these things with you one-on-one. Today's video is about using balanced effort in the meditation, and this is a huge topic, especially among Western meditators. Now, in worldly life, we tend to learn the law that the more effort we make, the faster we get to the goal. The more effort we make, the bigger the success, the faster the success. But meditation isn't like that. If we try to approach meditation making more and more and more effort, oftentimes what happens is we become tense, we kill our joy, we might even experience physical pain, we become frustrated with the meditation, and we end up in a really negative spiral. It's something that many meditators experience because what we really need in meditation is balanced effort. If there's any trace of tension, either in your body or in your mind, then you need to relax. Oftentimes what I find is meditators need to relax way more than they realize when they're meditating. And I know the same thing was true for me as a new meditator when I had just become a nun. I entered monastic life pretty fresh out of London, and so I still had this idea that, okay, I'll wake up 2 hours before all of the other meditators, I'll sit twice as long, I'll really push myself, and I'll get into deep states of meditation quicker than everybody else. And after some weeks and some months of practicing in that way, I was feeling pretty frustrated, feeling pretty tense. And I went to my teacher, and my teacher told me, please reduce your effort by half. At that time, I couldn't believe what he was telling me. I couldn't believe that his advice might be correct. But I respected him a lot, and so I went away and I tried my best to reduce my effort by half. Maybe just to sit the regular meditation schedule the same as everybody else, for example, and to relax my body a little bit more when I meditated. After some weeks of practicing in that way, I went back to my teacher and I told him about my practice, and he said, reduce your effort by half again. And so I had to relax even more. Although the advice was simple, it wasn't easy to do. It took a lot of humility to learn to relax, and it also took a lot of faith. Oftentimes, because of a lack of humility and a lack of faith, we tend to cling to making more and more effort in the practice as the one thing that we feel we can control. And so we need to learn these skills of surrendering and relaxing into the practice in a humble and faithful fashion. It's easy to say, but it's not easy to do. As a simile for balanced effort, the Buddha used this simile of holding a quail in your hand. You know, the little bird? And if we hold it too tightly, we're going to kill it. And if we hold it too loosely, it's going to fly away. But actually the amount of effort that we need to hold the quail just nice and comfortably in our hand is very, very gentle. One time my teacher gave me a similar simile, and he took a tissue out of the tissue box and he held it in his hand and he said, how much effort does it take to hold this tissue? Almost no effort. We don't need to hold a tissue like this. Just to hold it gently in the palm of our hand, it takes almost no effort. But the effort that is needed is the effort of remembering not to drop it, remembering to keep it there in our hand. And so the same can be said for our meditation object. We don't need to hold it tightly. We need to hold it gently, but continuously. Hold it gently, but continuously. So that's what I have to say for balanced effort for now. What I would suggest is that you get off of your screens, get onto your meditation cushions, and see how balanced effort is working for you in your practice. If there's any trace of tension, please relax. When we relax, we notice that our joy and happiness increases, and our mind can naturally focus on the meditation object in an unforced way. If you're encountering any difficulty or if anything isn't working for you, then be in touch and I'll be more than happy to discuss those things with you individually. As most of you know, I do all of my work on a donation basis, so I encourage you to support me either through Patreon or through my website so that I can continue to make these videos. Thank you so much for your support. Wishing you the best with your meditation.